Happy Friday and welcome to the first episode of Sports Corner in the month of March. It's a weird transitional period in the sports world, but even then, there are still some major events on the horizon. Being March, most sports fans think of one thing: March Madness. College basketball's men's championship tournament will begin on Thursday, March 19th. If you need a refresher, the March Madness tournament is a bracket-style single-elimination tournament featuring the 64 best teams in college basketball. The bracket is divided off into 4 regions: North, South, East, and West. In the first round, the matchups are the number 1 seeds against the 16 seeds, 2 against 15, 3 against 14, and so on. Winners advance, and losers go home. Eventually, the bracket reaches the Final Four when the winners of each region compete for their spot in the national championship game, which this year will take place on Monday, April 6th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. While no teams are 100% confirmed in the men's tournament just yet, there are plenty of teams that are shoo-ins. UConn, Arizona, Duke, and Michigan are currently the 4 number 1 seeds, but Florida, Illinois, Michigan State, and Houston are right on their tails. Arizona and Duke have been powerhouses all season long, each currently sitting in first place in their respective conferences. Duke only has 1 loss while Arizona has 2, but both are currently favorites to bring home a national title this year. However, if you've seen any March Madness tournaments in the past, you know that literally anything can happen and the favorite teams can lose to a school that you've never heard of. I mentioned this a few weeks ago, but as expected, the UConn women's team is the top-ranked team for the women's bracket, and I truthfully would be shocked if they did not win the whole thing. UConn finished the regular season with a perfect 31-0 record. The Huskies finished the regular season with routs of Georgetown and St. John's by a combined 68 points in those 2 games. They were number 1 in the power rankings this season for all but 3 weeks in December when Texas moved ahead briefly. The last time they didn't win their conference tournament was 2013 when they lost the title game to Notre Dame. They then won 7 consecutive American Conference tournament titles and have won the last 5 in the current version of the Big East Conference. Prior to this season, UConn was one of the most dominant programs in sports history. The Huskies have won a record 12 NCAA Division I national championships and a women's record 4 in a row from 2013 through 2016, plus over 50 conference regular season and tournament championships. They have taken part in every NCAA tournament since 1989 and have appeared in a record 14 consecutive Final Fours. They won their record 12th title just last season over South Carolina and are looking to make it 13 this year. Not far behind them this season, however, are the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins beat crosstown rival USC 73-50 on Sunday, becoming the 4th team in Big Ten history to finish regular season league play undefeated with a perfect 18-0 record. Their only previous regular season conference title was a Pac-10 tie with Oregon in 1999. They sit with an overall record of 28-1 and will most likely be another number 1 seed along with UConn, Texas, and South Carolina. First round of the women's tournament will begin on March 20th, with games being played until the national championship game on Sunday, April 5th in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll wait until the official start of the tournament to make some predictions, but for now, I wouldn't be surprised if UConn managed to hoist 2 national championship trophies in April. Earlier this week, pool play began for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. The World Baseball Classic, or the WBC, is the premier international professional baseball tournament featuring 20 national teams. Founded in 2006, it's the only international baseball event where top MLB players represent their home countries. Think of the Olympics, but only for baseball. The last tournament was held in 2023 when Shohei Ohtani and Team Japan defeated Team USA in the final round 3-2. Chinese Taipei and Australia got the action for the 2026 tournament underway on Wednesday, then Czechia kept the action rolling with their doubleheader games on Thursday against Korea and Australia. The United States will begin their tournament against Brazil tonight at 5 p.m., and that game can be seen on Fox. Then, the Americans will continue with a game tomorrow at 5 p.m., also on Fox, this time against Great Britain. The final championship round will be on St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday, March 17th. Formula One racing is back with the first event of the year, the Australian Grand Prix, kicking off the 2026 season. Lando Norris and Team McLaren are the defending champions, but rumors are that George Russell and Team Mercedes are the ones to look out for this season. No one truly will know how strong each team is until the first race, so we'll have to tune in to see who looks like a strong competitor this year and who will fall towards the bottom of the grid. This season, the grid has expanded from 10 teams of 2 drivers to 11 teams of 2 drivers. Cadillac is the brand new 11th team, while Audi has officially taken over the Sauber team. It should be another incredible year of racing, and the first race begins this Saturday at 8 p.m. We're quickly approaching the start of the NFL free agency period, and some big moves have already been made, so I'll rattle off a few. The New York Jets franchise-tagged running back Breece Hall, while the two sides still work out a long-term deal. There's still a chance Hall could find a new home before next season if he gets traded. The Jets also traded pass rusher Jermaine Johnson II to the Tennessee Titans in exchange for nose tackle T'Vondre Sweat. The Detroit Lions have agreed to trade running back David Montgomery to the Houston Texans in exchange for offensive lineman Juice Scruggs, a 4th-round pick, and a 7th-round pick. In a shocking move, the Los Angeles Rams are adding star cornerback Trent McDuffie in an expected trade with the Chiefs, sending a 2026 first-round pick, the 29th overall, a 5th and a 6th-rounder in this year's draft, and a 2027 3rd-round pick to Kansas City. In another shocking move, the Seattle Seahawks are not expected to tag Kenneth Walker III, who now is poised to become an unrestricted free agent just 1 month after being named Super Bowl MVP. The Seahawks weren't the only Super Bowl team letting one of their top players hit the free agency market. The New England Patriots informed veteran wide receiver Stephon Diggs that he will be released at the start of the 2026 league year. The biggest move so far this offseason is one that hasn't happened yet. The Arizona Cardinals informed their quarterback, Kyler Murray, the 2019 #1 overall draft pick, that they will release him next Wednesday when the new league year begins, barring a trade. Murray was a 2-time Pro Bowler and is one of 5 players in NFL history, along with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, and former Panthers quarterback Cam Newton, to throw for more than 20,000 yards and run for more than 3,000 yards in their first 7 seasons. Murray has thrown for 121 touchdowns and 60 interceptions in his first 7 seasons. He also has 32 rushing touchdowns. Following his early success, Murray and the Cardinals have been towards the bottom of the standings the past few years. They've not made the playoffs since 2021 and have not had a winning record in any of those seasons. In fact, they only won 4 total games this past year. Now, the Pro Bowl quarterback will search for a new home. Teams like the Jets, Steelers, Dolphins, and Falcons all currently have questionable quarterback situations, so they could be interested in making an offer for Murray. Time will tell when the free agency period opens next Wednesday. With all that said, enjoy all of the baseball, basketball, hockey, F1, and NFL free agency moves that this week has to offer. Come right back next Friday for more news, updates, and highlights from all across the sports world. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.